you can hear my voice clap 3 times loud. Okay, so what I'd like you to do right now is everybody just leave the dice on your desk and don't touch it.
It's running away.
So I don't want anybody to touch it right now. So I have a couple people that aren't following directions. You're going to leave the dice on your desk, and we're not going to touch it. So when we play the game, I'm going to show you how to play the game. You're going to roll the dice, and you don't need to do this with me, you just need to listen. You're going to roll the dice, and the first number that you come up with, you're going to write down. And then the next number you come up with is going to be your next factor in your multiplication sentence. So my next number was 10. And so if I multiply 5 times 10, what do I get?
50.
Very good. And so I would have 50. My partner will do the same. So if Chris and Lucas were partners, then Chris would roll his die. And so he came up with 3. No. And 3. And so his multiplication sentence for this round, if we weren't touching it, we wouldn't have any issues. So this one would be 9. And so for that round, if Chris had this and Lucas had this, then Chris would get a point.
What? So that's like the higher.
So then the next round, whoever has the higher product, because 2 factors equal multiply to make together to make a product. So then the next number you get, let's see, the next round, I have 9. Okay, Vance, play with me on this one. So here's Vance. Mine's going to be 9 times 8. And 9 times 8 is?
72.
72. Okay, Vance, your turn. Roll your dice. Write it down. So the first number he came up with was 2. Write it down. Now roll it again. And the next number he came up with was 5. So he writes his down on his piece of paper. And I won that round because I had 72 and he had 10.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, my class was a little rusty with their 12s multiplication.
Oh, yes. Easy.
So I want to show you a trick. Rule number 2.
Raise your hand for permission to speak.
Okay, so I have a lot of people that are kind of shouting out right now, and I just want to remind you that we're going to be listening and not shouting out. So a couple of people had a hard time with their 12s and they didn't memorize them. So what I would do with the 12s is a trick where you distribute it and you break apart the 12 into 10 and 2. And so if you know that you have 12 times 9, and you don't know what 12 times 9 is, but you do know that 9 times 10 is 90, and 9 times 2 is 18, and you can add that up,
108.
then you can come up with 100. You can still solve those problems if you don't have your 12 times tables memorized. So does everybody know what we're going to do to play the game?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go around and assign you partners, and then we're going to play a couple of rounds together.